Hi, this is Brad Korb and welcome back to my video blog. Today I've invited Michael over here from Advance Group. It's been a family business for himself, his mom and dad for over 22 years. I'm going to have him give you a couple quick pointers about what goes on with home inspections.
Oh, Brad, thank you so much for having us. We started our property inspection company, my mother, my father, myself, and my little sister, who was 5 years old at the time, in the mid-90s. And based around my dad's knowledge as a general contractor and an engineer, in essence, we're like general doctors for a transaction. So our inspectors will show up, take photos of inside, outside, on the roof, in the foundation, to the attic, kitchen to bathroom, electrical components,
Perfect.
AC, plumbing, and ultimately we're doing assessments on safety. I think it's really important for people to understand our main responsibility is making sure your property is safe to live in, to have guests in, and then beyond that, general ideas of maintenance really, Brad. Because certain defects are cosmetic, don't really require any repair.
Right.
We don't like to scare our buyers off with cosmetic defects because really it's up to the buyer to judge whether or not they feel like that's a defect.
Okay.
But things that require maintenance, like a driveway may have an issue where it's starting to have crackage, which means that within the next 3 to 5 years, they're going to have to replace it completely. An electrical component, like an HVAC unit, may be in recall, which means they're going to have to change it. Gas pipes, plumbing pipes, and we'll end up advising our clients, and even just like a doctor would, at times, if something is out of our jurisdiction or requires specific care, we'll recommend a roof inspector, a sewer inspector, a geological inspector to come out and do a more intensive dissection of the property. What the clients could expect is a verbal walkthrough. We always advise our clients to be there on site. They don't have to be there through the entire inspection, Brad. It takes a few hours. But at the end of the inspection, definitely give your inspector a chance to talk to you and pinpoint to you what you should expect to see in your report. They'll type up the report, include all the photos, highlight all the things that require maintenance and have warning. And then at that point in time, you have a chance to have further inspections, discuss and assess with your realtor, and eventually make a decision on potentially asking for repairs or credits, giving you an idea of what you're really about to invest in.
Perfect.
Throughout the lifetime of your property, we're always a phone call away. So that inspection report is valid. In essence, it's a timestamp of a record of your property. You know, Brad, you do a really great job of advising your sellers to do inspections too. And you know, we conduct many seller inspections for you. I think that's really smart. Sometimes buyers think that they're the only ones required to do inspections. But as a seller, you've been living in a property for a long time, and most sellers don't do repeat inspections throughout their time in the house. So to have an inspection before you put a property on the market is going to help you get an idea of what your buyer may uncover. Beyond that, as far as us, we do inspections 7 days a week. We're a family business. We're really friendly. My mom, my dad, and my sister, and we have 10 property inspectors. And we take a lot of pride in what we do, and we realize we have a big responsibility, and we take that seriously.
Appreciate it. Well, I just want to say thank you very much for stopping by. If you have any questions, you can give me a call. Give Michael a call. We're here for you. We're making sure you're going to get a great house, and everything's looking fantastic. Thanks again for watching. Bye for now.